veces siento que tengo el mundo entero en mis manos. Lo único que tengo mis palabras, mis 2 granos. Yo no tengo amigos, tengo hermanos. Mira lo que hicimos, no fue en vano. Yeah, en muchos muebles yo dormí, con los cristales abajo en el carro. Yeah, yo me gané esto, me jodí. Ahora tengo todo como un catarro. Antes me pichaban pa' colaborar, ahora están llamando, no les voy a cobrar. Logrando todos mis sueños me falta volar. Tanto dripeo que me voy a ahogar. Mírame ahora, yeah, mírame ahora. Diamante de mi rol y no veo la hora. Yeah, Dios cuídame ahora de mis enemigos que se pasan de amigos. Yeah, mírame ahora. Diamante de mi rol y no veo la hora. Yeah, Dios cuídame ahora de mis enemigos que se pasan de amigos. Ey, mírame, de PR pero parezco un libanés. Los envidiosos preguntándome si gané, si se ve no se pregunta. Así que mira bien, nega, estamos mundial. Yeah, salí del H, todo diseñador, drip, cuidado con el bache. Yo no fallo una, están rezando que me escrache. Yo joseo, yo no duermo, parezco un mapache en Versace. Yeah, tú eres fresca como tu correa. En la disco están chateando las botellas. Tienes ticket sí, pero no sea. Tú no pegas solamente gonorrea. Yeah, mírame, estoy brillando como el sol. Toma vitamina D, si quieren la cone, tírame. Yo les dije, yo les tiro ahora, ni llamé. Yo sigo flipeando los packs, estoy viviendo relax. 5 dígitos cada vez que yo voy para sax. Antes no dormía si no eran con las Xanax. Ahora solo necesito un felicito con wax. Sigo contando estos racks, 0 bultos son facts. No sé por qué no estoy preso como asesino estos tracks. La cone de tu cone tengo de top flow DJ Max. Tu movie no salió en cine, fue directo a Cinemax. Yeah, mírame ahora, diamante de mi rol y no veo la hora. Yeah, Dios cuídame ahora de mis enemigos que se pasan de amigos. Yeah, mírame ahora, diamante de mi rol y no veo la hora. Yeah, Dios cuídame ahora de mis enemigos que se pasan de amigos. Ey.
Let's run that back one time.
Yeah, a veces siento que tengo el mundo entero en mis manos. Lo único que tengo mis palabras, mis 2 granos. Yo no tengo amigos, tengo hermanos. Mira lo que hicimos, no fue en vano. Yeah, en muchos muebles yo dormí, con los cristales abajo en el carro. Yeah, yo me gané.
This is only a test for, you know,
ahora tengo todo como un catarro. Antes me pichaban pa' colaborar,
when I really start
ahora están
hyping it up.
llamando, no les voy a cobrar. Logrando todos mis sueños me falta volar. Tanto dripeo que me voy a
Now I got no views, no viewers.
Yeah, mírame ahora, diamante de mi rol y no veo la hora. Yeah, Dios cuídame ahora de mis enemigos que se pasan de amigos. Yeah.
We gonna get there.
Diamante de mi rol y no veo la hora. Yeah, Dios cuídame ahora de mis enemigos que se pasan de amigos. Ey, mírame, de PR pero parezco un libanés. Los envidiosos preguntándome si gané, si se ve no se pregunta. Así que mira bien, nega, estamos mundial. Yeah, salí del H, todo diseñador, drip, cuidado con el bache. Yo no fallo una, están rezando que me escrache.
How about not, chat?
Yo no duermo, parezco un mapache en Versace. Yeah, tú eres fresca como tu correa.
So I really gotta be up close to the mic.
Están chateando las botellas. Tienes ticket sí, pero no sea. Tú no pegas solamente gonorrea. Yeah, mírame, estoy brillando como el sol. Toma vitamina D, si
Test.
tírame. Yo les dije, yo les tiro ahora.
Damn, I gotta be all up in my shit.
Yo sigo flipeando los packs, estoy viviendo relax. 5 dígitos cada vez que yo voy para sax. Antes no dormía si no eran con las Xanax. Ahora solo necesito un felicito con
Eladio
wax.
Carrión.
Sigo contando estos racks, cero bultos son facts. No sé por qué no estoy preso como asesino estos tracks. La cone de tu cone, tengo de top flow DJ Max. Tu movie no salió en cine, fue directo a Cinemax. Yeah, mírame ahora, diamante de mi rol y no veo la hora. Yeah, Dios cuídame ahora de mis enemigos que se pasan de amigos. Yeah, mírame ahora, diamante de mi rol y no veo la hora. Yeah, Dios cuídame ahora.
This is something I've been wanting to do for a really, really long time. I haven't been able to stream from OBS for as long as I've been wanting to. And now here I am. So this is like my first like official like just chatting stream. So I'm pretty excited to say the least. So what I'm doing right now is, so what I was doing originally, let's start with that. I was using my Mac, but my Mac is like 11 or 12 years old. So what I'm doing right now, and the reason why I'm taking so many long pauses in between talking, is because I'm listening to myself and making sure everything's going well. I'm watching myself on my phone. And so far it seems to be going well. So what I'm going to do here, let me take this off now, because now I know I can hear myself. What up, chat? What up, anyone who's down to watch? If you are watching, I definitely appreciate it. This is something I've been wanting to do for a very, very long time. I started streaming, I want to say like 3 or 4 years ago. Like right after COVID. How many years ago was that? We're 20, COVID started 4 years ago, right? I started like kind of like that following year. I was streaming under a different name, King Kaizen, and it wasn't anything like I was taking super seriously. What I was doing was basically just gaming. I was playing Warzone, because that's all any of us were doing at that time, playing Warzone. And then I just kind of fell off from it. I ended up changing my I just stopped using Twitch altogether. I wasn't using anything at all, and now here I am again. New beginnings, new name. Legend has it, LGND HASIT. Don't forget it. That's on all platforms. That's on YouTube. That's on Twitch. That's on Instagram. That's on TikTok for now. PSN. I think there's a dash at the end of my username on PSN, but I still be on there, and I'm still gonna be streaming. If you go and watch any of my past streams, I'm still on there streaming. This is just my first time doing a just chatting fucking stream. All right. What I've been doing lately, because okay. So let's get back into it, right? So what I've been doing is, and I'm sorry if you can hear people in the background, but what I've been doing is just streaming directly from my PS5, because that was all I could do, right? I have my Mac, which is about like 11 or 12 years old. So once I downloaded OBS and I started streaming, from there, or at least attempting to, it was no go. As soon as I started to stream, not even as soon as I started to stream, as soon as I started the program, as soon as I started OBS, it was like the fans were just, and my computer was about to take off. So I'm like, fuck. I need a PC. And granted, I still need a PC. I'm using a PC kind of. We'll get to that. Not kind of, it is a PC. But anyway. So I just thought I was SOL. You know what I'm saying? I was like, fuck. I don't have a PC. My Mac is old as shit. The only way that I can stream right now is if I do it directly from my PS5. But of course, to do it from the PS5, you have to be playing a game. So it's like, I'm not going to just sit there with my little self on, just me like over here in the corner while my game's playing and then just talking. Like, I guess you can do that if if push comes to shove and you want to just get something off your chest and you want to talk about a little bit of things here and there. But I'm like, fuck it. I'm just gonna game, and whatever I talk about, I'll talk about. I'm normally on with Looney Tunes, who I would imagine you would see on here in a little bit, leaving some comments, I hope. But sorry, I'm distracting myself. Damn, I'm super distracting myself. Anyway, so that was my only way of streaming up until I realized I could do IRL streams from my phone. So I got a So I got these mics, or well this is the insert. These are Boya mics. I think it was like $50 on Amazon. They're not bad. They're definitely not the greatest. They sound way better outside. If you go to my previous videos within the last couple days as of this stream, it actually sounds way better when I'm outside than it does when I'm inside. You know what I'm saying? My boy told me that maybe it's because since I have the noise cancellation on and I'm the only noise, maybe that's why it sounds weird. But I mean, that makes sense. So, but now fast forward to this very moment, right? I am using OBS. Finally. Let me raise this a little bit. Too much. I got my logo behind me. I know y'all saw that logo. In the beginning. Yup, that's me. Legend Hands it. LGND HASIT. Don't forget it. Anyway. So where was I? Yes. OBS. Using it now. So I'm sitting here, right? My wife made dinner. She's getting ready to go on TikTok Live because that's what she's been doing. I encouraged her. I was like, babe, I'm like, you have enough followers to go on live. I don't. Okay. I have, as of this moment, on TikTok, username Legend Has It, LGNDHIST. I currently have, how many followers do I have? 52 followers. A whopping 52. And it's funny, not funny, but I just decided to start taking TikTok seriously now when they're talking about banning it. So we'll see what happens with that. But so anyway, so I'm sitting here, she's making dinner, and I had just had dinner, and I'm looking at my bag, my bag that I usually take to work, and in it I have my work laptop. It's a laptop that my job provided me with, a PC. This is, I believe it's an HP. Or no, this is a Dell. Hello, it's me, because it's a Dell. And I was just looking at it and I was like, damn, I like never use this laptop, right? They gave it to me for work, but I just always felt that the Mac was superior to it. So I've been using my Mac for work, my personal computer. And we literally, all we use it for is just to go online to a website that it's not even a program that's installed on the computer. It's a website that we just log into. You know what I'm saying? So you can use it from literally anything. I even use it from my phone a lot of times. Like I got my logo here too. Oh shit, where'd it go? Boom. Motherfucker. Boom. Where is that? Focus, damn it. LGNDHASIT. Don't forget it. So yeah, so I use my Mac for work, you know what I'm saying? But I've had this PC from my job since I moved to Miami, which has been like 2 years now. And the reason why I never really liked using the laptop from my job is the trackpad is horrible. It never tracks it. It never tracks my finger. it you go to click and then it does like a right click, so then you have to keep clicking to get away from the fucking menu. It got quiet over there. Yeah, you have to keep clicking to get away from the menu or the little options, whatever. And yeah, so I just never used it. But if you use, if you connect the mouse to it, a separate mouse, an external mouse, it's fine. It works okay. So, talking to my new best friend, ChatGPT, I was like, yo, ChatGPT, if I've barely used my work laptop and it's still like basically new, like, do you think it'll keep up with the demands of OBS? And it's like, yeah, I mean, I didn't say yeah, but they're like, yeah, depending on the specs, like maybe it'll run a lot smoother, being that you never really used it for anything else. They're like, give it a shot, and I was like, thanks, ChatGPT, I will give it a shot. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. So I'm giving it a shot, and bro, it's running perfectly. You know what I'm saying? I still want to get a PC. Let's just keep that clear. I told my wife that too. I was like, hey, I'm like, this is running really smooth, but I still want a PC. I still want my own shit. You know what I'm saying? I want the RGB lights. I want that the power. Right now it's running good though. This seems to be running pretty smoothly. I've even tested it out with playing YouTube videos in the background, which is what I want to do tonight. I just want to talk about a couple things, but then I want to get into some reaction videos. One of those, I really want to watch I want to do like a Botchamania. Yeah, I'm huge into wrestling, so expect to see a lot of wrestling talk. So, it's running very well. I'm very happy with this. I'm very excited because I'm not lying. I've been wanting to do like a stream like this for so long. You know what I'm saying? Doing the IRL stream from my phone was cool, but I'm like, bro, I want to be in my chair, in my seat at home, making it do what it does. You know what I'm saying? Like the title, make it do what it does. And finally, I'm doing that. So here we are. My wife, she's in my car at this moment on TikTok Live. So we live in a pretty small space. So we just don't want to be talking over each other. And I'm doing this on the computer, obviously. And she was the one who offered. She was like, you do your thing. I'm going to go to the car and I'm going to do that over there. So I'm like, all right, bet. That's cool. We can do that. No problem. All good. But why am I streaming? You might be asking. And this is going to end up being uploaded on YouTube in its entirety. Maybe I will, or not maybe, I am going to be clipping some shit here and there too. And, pointing out what stands out. Real quick, before I continue, let me, because we share a wall with our neighbors, and I want to make sure I can't hear their loud asses. They never have company over, and today, bro, tell me why. Every time I want to stream, there's something that gets in the way. My plan in the beginning was to, I again talking to my friend ChatGPT. Yeah, I was like talking to my friend ChatGPT. Hang on, hold on, wait, hold on. I'm trying to see if I can hear the neighbors. Hang on 1 second. Bro, they like there's my wife just texted me, are they making noise? I'm telling her, yeah, I'm listening for that now. Let me actually, I don't know if it's gonna make a difference, but let me windscreen. Hang on 1 second. It's probably not gonna make a difference, but it's worth a shot. Hang on. It's not crazy. Let me see how I sound first of all. Yeah. What about when I'm back here? Oh shit. Yeah. So it's I feel like regardless. So there. Excuse me. They're loud. They're being loud right now, and this is very unusual. This is not of the norm, so I do apologize. Um, but whatever. We're gonna let them. In the club, we're gonna let them do what they're doing. All right. It's not that distracting. It's distracting me. I'm not gonna lie. It's distracting me. But hopefully you guys are fine. What was I talking about? Why am I streaming? So, as I mentioned, I was doing this a couple years ago. Just doing like Call of Duty Warzone stuff. I was never good at it, and I'm still not. I don't play Warzone now. Like, it's just too slow. Okay, my friend he was like, bro, he's like, you're still playing Call of Duty. That doesn't take a lot of thought. That's just kind of running gun. That's what I like. We're all gonna like what we like. Warzone takes too long for me. I feel like Warzone is it just takes too long. I like the fast pace of the game. I think that's also why I prefer basketball to pretty much any other sport, aside from wrestling. I can watch baseball for sure, but more so when I'm there. I can't really watch baseball on TV. But soccer takes too long. Football and football both take long. Hockey takes long. I'm again same thing. I'm sure I can go to those games and have a lot of fun, but to watch it on TV, I'm like, ugh. I'd much rather whatever they're cooking smells great. And the thing is, they don't. And I hope they never see this, but their food isn't always the best, or it doesn't always smell the best. But right now it smells really good. I'm not gonna lie. So, damn, I keep losing my train of thought. See, if some of y'all were here, y'all could help me stay on track. And that's not what's that's that's not that is not what is happening right now. But it's okay. It's all good. I'm not mad. It'll come, bro. Trust me when I say it'll come. So there are things that I want to talk about right now that are on my mind. First of all, fuck it, right? Fuck it all, right? I feel like a part of me that was a part of me, wait, a part of the reason why I was slowing down when it came to doing things like this chatting stream, or just talking, just chatting, is because I felt like there are certain people in my life that I would, in my head, think like, what if they think this? What if they think that? Do I want to upload that? Because then what are they going to say about this? Bro, why would, I don't know why I was ever thinking that. Fuck them. You know what I'm saying? Fuck everybody and fuck their opinions. Bro, if you want to do stuff like this, you have to just do it. Just do it. The only way to begin is to begin. And this is the beginning. You know what I'm saying? I mean, granted, I started like a couple weeks ago, again with the PS5 streams, but this in this form that I've been wanting to do, I'm enjoying it. Again, right now, I don't have any viewers, but it's all good. In the club, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna happen as long as you're consistent. I saw a video today where this girl, she was saying like, as long as every day you're posting 5 to 90 seconds of content, you're gonna build a following. Like, it's guaranteed to happen. And the thing is, these are things, and this is a message to me for when I watch this back later. And this is also a message to anyone like me in the same boat, where you know what to do. You know what I'm saying? You know what to do. You know what it takes. You know that at any point, anything can pop off. Hey, so I appreciate that. All 1K99. I appreciate that. I really do. That means, damn. That means a lot. I do appreciate it. As long as you're consistent with what you want to do and you're just doing it, and it doesn't matter what it is. I was having this conversation with one of my bosses recently, and they had gave me like a new I guess responsibility, and they were telling me it was just something that was kind of stressing me out. And he basically said, he's like, bro, you work out, right? And I'm like, yeah, I work out. He's like, and as you're lifting, yeah, the weight is heavy, but the more you do it, your muscles grow and you get used to it. And I'm like, shit, you're right. You are very right. And this is just like that. And it's just like anything else. The more you do something, the more you're going to get used to it, get comfortable with it. And that's another thing that this is for me. It's a way to learn how to be more outspoken and to speak clearly and to enunciate and all of that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, again, shout out all 1K99. I don't know if you're still here, but I appreciate you. So anyway, so fast forward 3 years after I was streaming directly from my PS5, as I mentioned, during COVID. I stopped for a long time. I really stopped watching streamers altogether. The one the guys who I was really watching at the time were guys like Nick Merckx, Swag Double G, and Thinned. I haven't seen Thinned in a while. I don't know if he's on YouTube or on Twitch anymore. But yeah, anyway. So I was like, just seeing the wave of new influencers or not influencers, but like content creators come in, and just watching them do what they want to do, and seeing how like they've elevated their lives just from being consistent, from doing what it is that they want to do. You know what I'm saying? It really inspired me. And like two of the guys who I feel inspired by recently, and this is nothing unique, you know what I'm saying? Like there are plenty of people who also feel this way about these two specific people, those being Aisho Speed and Kai. It's hard to watch them and not want to do what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? They're showing you that, this is really a thing. You know what I'm saying? Even with the things that I post on Instagram, like every so often, I've had videos like not blow up. You know what I'm saying? I've never had anything go viral. But when you regularly get like 100 views on something, and then that one time you get fucking 4,000 or 5,000 views and like hundreds of likes when that's something that you're not really used to, bro, that really lights a fire under your ass. You know what I'm saying? And then there's just knowing that there are people. I saw a video recently that I said, don't worry about your enemies, worry about your friends. There are people who like, they are your friends, right? But there's still there's something there where that their love or their support isn't necessarily genuine. And I feel like I've been realizing that a lot lately. You know what I'm saying? And especially when it comes to things like this, where it's like, they're like, oh, that's what you're doing? That's cool. Maybe not in that tone. Maybe they're a little bit more like, oh yeah, that's cool. But like, you can just sense it. I'm pretty sure I have a sixth and a seventh sense where I can sense those things where someone's not really being genuine. And, not everyone's going to agree with it, but I mean, bro, just do it. Do it anyway. Like, bro, so I'm going to let the cat out of the bag right now. Bro, I'm 31 years old now. And that's my legal age. We'll get into that at some point too, maybe during this stream. But 31 is my legal age because I was born in 93. My biological age is way younger. That's another thing that I heard recently from Mike Tyson. He's like, I'm not as old as you think I am. And same shit. bro, I'm not 31. I feel like I'm probably like 23, 24 in terms of like, bro, the way I look. I don't look 31, do I? I don't think I look 31 at all. My hair is it's a little thin. I'm not gonna lie, but that's the extent of like my age, of how old I look. You know, if I shave this, bro, easily 18. Um, but even just in the way that I feel, my body, like I feel just good. I feel like I can move. I feel fluid. You know what I'm saying? I I'm not I'm not 31. My biological age is not 31. I feel like I'm like 24 or whatever. Anyway, so yeah, I keep losing my train of thought. I think it's because I'm excited. Because like I said, I've been wanting to do this for a really long time, and now I'm doing it, and this feels really cool. I keep looking over here in this direction because I'm watching myself, and it's like, damn, you doing it, bro. You doing it. Ah. Anyway, so yesterday, or not yesterday, 2 days ago, I drove 5 hours to watch a wrestling show. And the thing is, I don't want to get too specific with certain things because for those of you who don't know, and you're about to find out, I'm a wrestler, a professional wrestler. And I'm not an active professional wrestler, but I'm still a professional wrestler. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? It's been maybe 2 or 3 years since my last match. I started. Should we go into my wrestling career or into my wrestling fandom? Um, what up, Fizzy's World? Appreciate you. Thank you for joining in. Um, I just want to really quick get into my whole wrestling journey. So not the entire thing, but what's worth noting, so that way everyone kind of gets an idea of who I am and what I'm about. We'll start here, but then we'll skip many years ahead. 6 years old, my sister told me about WWF at the time. She mentioned The Rock, and I was like, that sounds pretty cool. Let me check it out. I'm pretty sure like the first episode of anything I watched was SmackDown, like on a Thursday at the time. I tuned in to see The Rock because she was the only one that he mentioned, so I was like, all right, cool. The ones who kept me interested were the Hardy Boys, Matt and Jeff. You can't go wrong with the Hardy Boys most of the time. Anyway, from that point, I knew I wanted to be a wrestler from being 6 years old. So this is back in '99. This is like at the end of the Attitude Era or the beginning, like right there. I knew I wanted to be a wrestler. Growing up, I remember specifically my uncle from my mom's side telling me, "What do you want to do when you grow up?" And I was like, I want to be a wrestler. And he's like, a wrestler? Like, why don't you get into computers or something like that? And I was like, computers? Huh? I wanted to be a wrestler. I also draw. People were like, why don't you get into art? And I'm like, I don't feel like for the kind of art that I do, I don't feel like there's a whole lot of money in that. You can definitely make money. Again, just go back like with anything, as long as you're consistent, like yeah, you can do a lot and you can be very successful. But it just wasn't that interesting to me. I've always said that I feel that art and drawing was definitely a gift from God that I so very gratefully appreciate, but it doesn't hold me like that. You know what I'm saying? I can draw really well, but it's just not what gets me going. What's always gotten me going is wrestling. Big wrestling fan publicly, because there are some closeted wrestling fans who were growing up like afraid to admit that they like wrestling for some reason. No, I was always like with my wrestling shirts, especially throughout high school. I remember in high school joining the wrestling team, thinking that was going to have some sort of effect on my future wrestling career. I was no Brock Lesnar or Chad Gable. Like, I just thought that like, oh, this is wrestling. Maybe they're the same, and they're not. When I turned 18, because I thought that that's how old you had to be to become a wrestler because that's what everyone said. Turns out you can be like 16 and or 14 if you're in Mexico, and you just need your parents' permission. Um, at 18, I went to CSW, Chicago Style Wrestling. I'm originally from Chicago. I never said that. I went to CSW to be trained by Steve Boz, B-O-Z. He's had a few stints in WWE back in the 90s. And, hey, Chicago gang, what's up? North side or south side? I grew up like in the Humboldt Park area, and then spent like the second half of my adult life in like the just outside the suburbs, like Melrose Park. Now I'm living in Miami. But cool, we got a Chicago gang in here. So I was at Chicago Style Wrestling, being trained by Boz, and bro, if anyone watching, if you're young and you're single, if you get a girlfriend, don't let her, unless you're married, even then at that point, don't let them decide, north side. Okay. I'm assuming you're a Cubs fan. I'm a Sox guy myself. I'm sorry. Don't let someone on the outside influence your decisions for what you really want. I got into my first relationship, and she didn't like the idea of me traveling the world so that way I could stay with her. You know what I'm saying? That was stupid. Oh, okay, cool. Well, then at least if you don't follow sports, at least you're not a Cubs fan, right? So I stopped wrestling because of that, because of an ex. Fast forward, I wasn't 18. I was 20 at the time. And then at 23, I wanted to go back into wrestling. I'm sorry, 24. I was like, you know what? I'm single again. I want to start wrestling. I'm losing time. I need to get back into it. I go back to CSW, and it wasn't the same wrestling school that it was prior to the time that I left. Right now, CSW is great. I have nothing bad to say about CSW. They're doing great shows. I don't want to get into that because, out of respect, I'm married now. That is just a part of the story. That's not. It doesn't really have anything to do with the story. So 23, I go back to CSW, and again, it wasn't what I wanted to be. So I'm like, you know what? Let me see what else is out there, because this Chicago, there has to be something even better, right? I ended up finding freelance training. If y'all don't know what freelance is, a lot of the people from who are currently in AEW have gone through freelance at some point. Also, a lot of people who are in WWE now. Cora Jade, Eagle, official Eagle, right? Freelance is a great independent promotion in Chicago. If you've never seen it, look it up. They're doing great right now. I think Kylie Ray is the freelance world champion. You have Isaiah Velasquez. You have Storm Grayson. You have Darren Corbin. You have Pat Monix used to be there. I don't think he's there anymore. You have iCandy Elliott. A lot of great names who aren't necessarily like names, with the exception of Kylie. Anyway, I started going there, blew up, right? I was going and I was training under Bryce Benjamin. You can Google him, Bryce Benjamin, or his other name is Miami Bryce. I feel like he had more names. He had a lot of characters. He was kind of like a Mick Foley with a bunch of different characters. But again, Bryce Benjamin, Bryce Bryce Benjamin. He was training me. This was Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I will go to him. Then Storm Grayson, he and I had became pretty close, and Storm was telling me, oh shit, what the hell? Damn, small world. Storm was telling me, he was like, hey, on Tuesdays and Thursdays we do lucha training, and he's like, that's with Gringo Loco, and Mustafa Ali shows up every so often, and DJ Z is now known in WWE as Joaquin Wilde. So he's like, you should come. He's like, you're good. You have the good footwork. And this is like at the beginning of like, this is probably like 2 weeks after I had joined freelance. He's like, you should come and check it out. I'm like, bet. I go to the Lucha Nights again. That's on Thursdays and Tuesdays and Thursdays, and fell in love with it. I love lucha. I love doing lucha libre. Compared to American style, I like both. I like the pace of American style, but of course I love the high flying points and all the crazy moves of lucha. So anyway, so at that point, I was training 5 days a week. I was working 2 jobs. I was working at a machining factory, and I was working at Planet Fitness. No, I'm sorry, I left Planet Fitness at that time. So I was working in the machining factory. I would leave there, go to training. From training, I would go to the gym, and it was the same thing every day for 5 days a week. Training for 4 or 5 months. I ended up having my first show with Zello Pro. That my first match, it was me, CJ Esparza against Storm Grayson and I'm blanking on his name. But it was a tag team match. Anyway, great match. It was a great match. My first match ever at Turner Hall in Milwaukee, a very legendary venue. It was the best. It's on YouTube. You can find it. I don't know if the thing is that I've been wrestling with my real name and I'm not ready to say my real name, but just look it up. Zello Pro, ZELO Pro. You'll find it in there. It's the cover is Storm Grayson giving me a headlock. Great match. I ended up getting the pin. The crowd went crazy. They were calling me sweatpants because I didn't have gear yet. They were like, they asked me the day before. They're like, will you come and work the show? And I'm like, damn, I don't know if I'm ready. And one thing that they told me that I feel like now, like really sticks with me is you'll never be ready. You know what I'm saying? It's like you can, with this, for example, with this streaming, I feel like I've been trying to get all my ducks in a row so that way I can move forward with this. And it's like, why not just get started? Use what I have. How long ago was it? This was like my first match. This was in 2018. Yeah. This was actually the one with Storm Grayson. Yeah. April 20th, 2018. So I had that match and then I had a series of matches after that. I think I only had in this stint 10 matches. And then I tore my ACL. I tore my ACL at a show also in Wisconsin, I believe. And I stopped wrestling for a long time because of that. I tried to come back. I wasn't really feeling it. Started going through some personal stuff. And again, I just kind of stopped wrestling. Fast forward. So this is in 2018, right? Fast forward. CJ Esparza. ESPARZA. Can I share a link? I'm not too sure how to Oh, hang on. What's up? Oh, you found it? Hold on, wait, hang on. Here, let me share my screen. Oh shit, how do I share my screen? Give me a second. Cause I'm here talking about doing reaction videos. Let me play this shit. Hang on. I'm still bear with me. I'm still getting used to this. How do I hang on? Here we go. Boom. All right. Like I said, I've been wanting to use OBS for a long time, and finally, I'm doing it. All right, fuck it. I'm just gonna type in my name. All right, here it is. Here, so we'll watch this together. Make sure that it's not too loud. I'm still. This is all still testing. Oh, thank you. Hang on a second. I don't hear it. Oh, because I'm not. Hang on. Is it on? Oh, here we go. Yeah. Testing. I'm just checking volume levels. All right, cool. Yeah, we're good. So let me run it back real quick. Zello Pro, right? This is a pretty, or at the time it was a pretty well-known promotion. They haven't run any matches, any shows in a while, but it was definitely an honor for them to, choose me to be in this match. CJ Esparza, he has a partner named Brett Kakia. I forget the name of their team, but he had gotten hurt in a ladder match, so I was the replacement. So this was my first like, when you're wrestling, when you're training, you're doing plenty of practice matches. Yeah, Isai. You're doing plenty of practice matches. But this was like my first match in front of a crowd, and then just when I watch this video, like I look at the presentation of it, and usually a new wrestler, this is Kirby. Usually a newer wrestler will wrestle in a much smaller venue. So the fact that this was my first event ever, to me, was pretty crazy. Jason Hades is his name. I regret that I was forgetting his name because he's super cool. And then Storm Grayson, he and I trained together at Freelance. My parents were in the crowd. My cousin had came. Again, I lived in Chicago and this was in Milwaukee, so they took the drive up there to watch my first match. The butterflies that I had leading into this was crazy. But once I came out right here, here where I'm at. That's my cue. There I am. I didn't know what to do. So like again, this was my first match ever. I was like, all right, I guess like you're the one that they know. I guess you can walk out first, and I'll walk out after you. So I just followed him out, and I just kind of stood there like, all right, here I am. I forgot that I have my headphones. So he said my name wrong also. He said Isai. Yeah, I know. I was I was very awkward. It was my first match, so I was like, all right, I guess I'm a wrestler now. But yeah, he said my name wrong. He said Isai. It's actually pronounced Isai. All right, so we're getting started. The decision was made that I would start the match.
Milwaukee debut taking place at the Turner Hall Ballroom.
So I am at this here. I'm 24 years old. Again, right now I'm 31. But I feel like I'm 24. So.
Each with tag team partners, each team with tag team partners that they're not familiar with. How do you think this one's going to pan out?
It's definitely a
this guy talking right now. That's Dan.
Here.
He I would train with him as well. But he would help run Zello.
His name is Isai. It's his first ever pro wrestling match.
First ever pro wrestling match.
His first wrestling match. Making his debut. What a way to be thrown to the wolves.
I look 20 now.
Here with veterans such as CJ Esparza and Jason Hades being involved in your contest.
You have to wonder the emotions going through this kid.
So again, Storm, he and I trained together, so we were very familiar with the way the way we worked.
All these fans, the thought going through his head.
Would it be a bad idea to play a drinking game of sorts?
One thing I learned is not to stay so close to the ropes, because when you're close to the ropes, the fans know that nothing's gonna happen. You want to stay more in the center of the ring.
Every time CJ has to tell Eastside, okay, kid,
But
slow
you know,
down.
you learn
Slow
this
down.
stuff as you go.
And that's going to be strange coming from CJ Esparza, a well-renowned
Again, I'm wearing
flyer
sweatpants
in
here.
the area.
These are pants that I would wear
Isai himself,
to the gym.
this kid,
I didn't have gear.
he is great with aerial moves. I've seen videos of this guy. He is going to be someone everybody is going to be watching.
And he's trained recently with Storm Grayson, so Eastside does
To say
have
that-
some familiarity
for Dan to say
going on
that, to
in
say
this portion of the
I'm
matchup.
someone that
Now, CJ
everyone is going to be
Esparza,
watching, like,
is it going to be strange for him teaming with Eastside when we
it
all
sucked
know
later to hear
Brendan
that,
Kia was
because
injured
I had
last
gotten
night
hurt.
in a ladder
But
match.
nowadays, like, knowing that
Zero
I still want to
gravity,
continue
we'll only say
wrestling,
half
like,
of zero
it's
gravity
still
here,
very much a thing.
Valentino.
We'll see how CJ and Isai definitely team up together.
So there I became a heel
because
for a
Brent
few seconds.
And CJ usually have such
And right here,
fluidity
it was
and
time to just let them
combination
know
moves that they do,
what I'm
tag
about.
team combos that they like to throw at their opponents.
Isai, here he comes. Look at this, just like you were talking about. Beautiful tope con hilo, just like that
Clean.
was almost mirrored what we saw from Joey Marks, but not too long ago.
Did you see his float over that top rope?
I don't know how many
The
times I
total
watched this.
body that he
How many times I
brought
watched
himself
this
down with.
this fucking
Jason Hades
this
rolled
match.
back in. Here comes CJ from the top. Springboard lariat. And CJ, is he the legal man in now? Because I know with the five-way earlier, one man leaves, a new man comes in. Springboard
Flying
crossbody
crossbody.
by Eastside. And I think
Look at
CJ...
me moving fast.
we're not gonna see
CJ
it
basically
flipping
telling me
up
to
here,
slow
are we?
down.
No way. Storm Grayson tries to get his zone.
Oh my goodness, what a combo right there.
Wait,
Super
almost taking out my
kick
partner.
Well,
Super kick and an Insiguri, two count only. I kind of saw the 2 count coming. I didn't think that would be enough to keep Storm Grayson down.
sorry, I stepped on you there. I just got a little excited.
Hey, that'll happen here at Zello Pro. There's the action is coming at you fast and furious as Jason Hades.
This was honestly,
Andy, oh,
you know, not to pat myself on the back too much, but this was one of the better matches of the night.
too busy keeping CJ
And
Esparza
not
out of the ring
by
as
any
Jason
means because of
Hades
me.
pulled Eastside's legs.
These guys that I'm in the ring with, CJ, Storm, Jason, like, they just, they know how to tell a story. What you'll see a lot in wrestling now is that everyone is just on go. Everyone just wants to get all their moves in. Everyone wants to get all, you know, their spots. And it gets exhausting. You know what I'm saying?
Hades, the veteran, is just going to pick him apart.
There should be a story there. And in this case, the story is that I'm the new guy. I'm the new guy. CJ trusted me to go first. Here's the pin. CJ trusted me to get in the ring first, and they're beating my ass. You know, I had my little spot with the senton over the rope, but now they're beating my ass.
Makes some mistakes, maybe. Does Hades get upset with them?
You'd have to wonder as a tag team partner. Yes, definitely mistakes.
It's
will
crazy. I
happen.
remember
They
this
could
like
occur. And
very,
yes, you could
very
get
clearly.
angry.
Like,
and we've seen this with other tag teams getting upset with
just
each
being in
other.
the ring. And the thing is, once you're in the ring, you zone out. You zone out. You're not really thinking about the crowd. I mean, you are in a
And you would
sense
think
because you
Hades
want them
as
to
a
react to
veteran
certain
would
things.
definitely
But it's
be
like,
upset
I think maybe it helps the fact that
Storm
it was a
Grayson
bright light on
for
the ring
making a costly
and the
error.
crowd was dark. But it's like you're just in your
For all
zone.
we know, Grayson could be picture perfect in this contest and make Hades very proud when they both go and get the winner's side of the purse. Going to the
Storm,
winner here in this contest.
over the last like year or two,
And
he's been
Grayson
champion
now
of freelance.
looking to scoop.
He has really long hair
Maybe
now.
showing Hades, hey, here's how
And
you body
Storm
slam,
is his
brother.
real name, which is
Oh, he
crazy.
power slammed it with that one. 2 count only though.
He's
inside,
like
showing
Native
himself
American, so
some
he has like a
resilience.
cool ass name.
And look at CJ Esparza up on those ropes. He knows he needs to get in sooner than later.
I believe he
He
got
knows that-
Grayson from
He knows
from
that Isai
is
is a
is
fighter.
that Robin
He knows
from Batman?
that Isai can handle himself, but he doesn't know how much he could take. So that's why
The
he's itching to
armbands
get
that I'm
back in
wearing,
there.
so
And plus he's got
they're like,
fresh
all right, you're gonna
legs.
have a
He's got
match.
fresh
Again, I didn't
arms.
have no
He's
gear,
ready
so
to
there's no
go,
time for
ready
me
rock,
to
ready
get
deliver
a new pair of
everything he's
tights.
got.
So I just
Eastside
wore
looked
my
like he was
tightest
gonna
workout
be
pants.
bouncing up to his
And then
feet
I
from
didn't know
that
what else to
headlock.
wear. I didn't
Shoved
have
a
like,
couple elbows in,
you know,
2
I didn't want to
count,
wear elbow
possibly.
pads.
I just saw the 2 count coming. I didn't think
So I
there was any
remember
way
the
that
day of
Grayson
this
was gonna
this
keep Eastside
match,
down with that cocky kick.
flying-
I mean, he was putting
flying
little
to,
no weight over his shoulders.
to Dick's Sporting Goods
But with Valentino,
and
do you
buying these
remember
these
your
basketball
first
sleeves
contest?
just so I
Was it
had something.
so easy to run out of energy Yeah, because you're just so hyped up. That's where all your energy's going, through your adrenaline.
I had all my adrenaline running through my body. I was
So everything
forcing
here
so much
is
energy.
just all heat.
The end of the night,
You know,
slept
I have
like a
no
baby.
offense.
Yeah, I
I'll
believe
try to
that.
fight back, but it's all
Believe
heat.
that.
They're just
Eastside
beating my ass. I'm
still
trying
in
my
trouble,
hardest to
and
get to
CJ
CJ,
Esparza,
and
he knows what kind of trouble Eastside
you know,
is.
it's not going.
Is in this contest, especially. I mean, CJ and Hades, they have been up and down the road for the last 12 years. They have been wrestling each other on a regular basis for the last 12 years. They're so familiar with one another. My point is, CJ knows
Damn, I don't
what
change
Hades
much.
is capable
I still got
of.
the same haircut.
And with this being Eastside's first match,
Does any of it actually hurt you? Yeah,
he's going to know how to pick a guy.
a lot of it. A lot of it rocks
limb
you.
from limb, piece by piece.
Um,
Hey, foot up.
When you get slammed, you feel
This is Eastside.
definitely
This is
like
exactly what he needs. He's going for that
know,
pin.
the-
Tag.
Oh, look at that.
the effect
How about a
of just
veteran
being
move
slammed
right there
and
by the
hitting your
young
head on
kid
the mat.
Eastside.
Oh, Storm Grayson. And this crowd was behind him.
Storm
This
is
crowd
a
was solely
very
behind him. Look at that jawbreaker.
he's a stiff worker. If
And
if
Eastside, can he make
you're
it?
calling a
Hades
wrestler
is
stiff,
right
that
by
means like
CJ.
they
You
really
see him
like
over there?
when they're hitting you, they're hitting you. They're really laying it in.
I have a feeling that
And that's the kind of worker Storm is. There's a lot of guys like that.
He's right there.
Oh! Hades pulls CJ Esparza's leg and pulls him off the apron.
As dirty as a tactics as that was, Valentino, it was.
I'm pretty sure I can
brilliant
point out
by
a few
Jason
a few
Hades.
moves
That's where
here
the
that like
veteran
actually hurt.
brain comes in, knowing how to work that match.
And this crowd, they wanted to see that tag. They know what kind of trouble Eastside is in. They want CJ Esparza.
See, like
in this
stuff like
match.
this
His
doesn't
team
necessarily
is gonna
hurt,
have a fighting
but
chance
it's
of
very
winning this
uncomfortable.
contest.
You know what I'm saying? Like he is putting pressure on my neck, and I can't
Jason
breathe.
Hades just towering over Eastside as he's on the ground. Backflips over the back suplex attempt. Going for it. Oh, what a dive. Aha, the leverage. The leverage. He knew how to grab his center. He went between.
Hey.
There he got it. CJ's in.
Hot tag.
Springboard with a beautiful drop kick. Grayson's in. Esparza
many
doesn't know
minutes
he's
are we?
there. He does now. Foot up.
We're 9 minutes in,
CJ
and
using the springboard best to his
CJ's
advantage.
barely in the ring for
Oh,
the first
he
time.
got caught with that crossbody, Valentino. Grayson using his
Tagged
power
him.
here. Floats over, lands on his feet, gets that sweep kick. Ninja Turtle style, gets two of them.
Oh!
Gets that corkscrew into the back
A
splash.
twisting senton.
CJ Esparza, 2 count only on Jason Hades. I didn't think that was going to be enough.
So at this point, he tags me in again, and it's like, damn, I've just been here. I was just in here. Why are you tagging me in already?
Look at this. CJ wants to do a combo.
And I was tired as shit.
If I'm
Wrestling,
inside, I'm thinking, no, not yet,
you
not
need to
yet.
be conditioned.
Look at this. Flippy cup? They weren't flippy cupping, do you? Look at this DDT coming up. Oh, neck breaker by Storm
Look at that
Grayson.
cell.
And inadvertently, Eastside, well, probably intentionally by Storm Grayson, Eastside on the business
Storm,
end of a
you're
DDT
for sure gonna
from
see in
his own
WWE.
tag team partner. And now Grayson has been
He's
tagged in
definitely
legally.
done. You
Now
can
these
find
two,
that
do they
he's
have a
done a
tag team
couple like
combination?
extra
This is
work,
their first time teaming together.
like just being in the background. He's done a few times,
Look at
but
this.
I'm sure at
That's
some
a-
point
a
he's gonna
beautiful-
be signed to them.
Double damage to the head.
The super kick, this is probably it right here. Oh, Eastside!
He got the arm up before the 3 count.
You've got to be kidding me.
What
A
bothers
variation
me?
of the fisherman suplex
What bothers
or
me
the,
about,
or the Northern Lights bomb.
This video specifically
Jason Hades.
is the crowd was
Listen to
rockets.
this.
Listen, hang on.
The crowd totally behind Eastside, calling him sweatpants.
They're chanting "Let's go sweatpants" because they didn't know my name.
Well, Jason
They didn't know my
Hades
name, and
has
I'm wearing
been tagged
sweatpants.
back
So they're
in.
like, "Let's go
And
sweatpants."
these two, I'm laughing at the crowd at this one. Very nice, Milwaukee Turner Ballroom, Turner Hall Ballroom, and now here we go. Jason Hades and Storm Grayson maybe looking for a double superplex.
There's CJ Esparza on the outside, pulls Grayson's legs.
This is the chance. Here's Eastside. If he
So,
can capitalize
right
on
here,
this.
hang on
well,
one
I just
second.
saw a stiff left hand right to the jaw. Gets the sunset
There,
flip power
I
bomb.
actually he
CJ
got
Esparza
knocked
from-
out.
And Storm Grayson
Not knocked
maybe
out,
looking for a
but
double
he got knocked
superplex.
pretty
There's
silly.
CJ Esparza on the outside,
He said
pulls
that after this
Grayson's
move,
legs.
Jason,
This is
he
the
didn't
chance.
remember the rest of the
Here's
match.
Eastside. If he can
You can
capitalize
see
on this,
as soon as he
I just
lands,
saw a
he's
stiff left hand
pretty
right to the
slim.
jaw.
He slammed his head on the
Gets the
mat
sunset
right there.
flip power bomb.
He didn't
CJ
remember the rest of the
Esparza from
match.
top. If he can hit the shooting star elbow. Oh, Hades gets out of the way. Oh, he still hit the frog splash. Not a frog splash, but an extended splash. Nonetheless, from CJ Esparza, who gets clotheslined over the top rope by the more vertically gifted Storm Grayson. Look at this. Valentino, this is a thing of beauty. Gets that wheelbarrow pin, and he stuck him for the win.
Got the
What
upset.
a victory East side in his
Look at the crowd.
gets a pinfall victory. What a victory pin.
Look at the guys in the crowd.
And he stuck him for the win. What a victory.
Yeah, I have chills right now.
East side in his debut gets a pinfall victory over Storm Grayson. CJ's got to be thrilled.
Look at him. With the fill-in partner, gets the victory still.
Yeah, my first match ever, and you know, everyone was very giving. You know, Jason, Storm, like letting me like I guess hurt them. Not hurt them, but you know, like I said, just very giving, because they're at this time, and especially even now, just veterans in the game. I mean, Storm's a little bit more newer at this point, but Jason Hades is definitely like a veteran. And they knew what the story was. They stuck to their part. I stuck to my part. And, you know, they were, again, just giving. You know, they knew what I was bringing to the table, and they supported it. So they allowed me to, you know, get in what I needed to get in. And so professionals, you know what I'm saying? Professionals. And then CJ on his end, I was a replacement for his actual tag partner. And, you know, it, very giving on his end as well. For him to allow me to get the pin instead of him getting the pin. Cause he could have easily, you know, have like fought it and been like, you know, he's new, let me pin. Was it rigged for you to win for the story? Not rigged. So, I mean, rigged is, I don't know if that's a good word to describe it. But, you know, I definitely did what I could to win. You know, you go over some things, you know, prior to the match, but it was definitely like a hard fought victory. I would say that, you know, I didn't have to win. But I think I just kind of earned it. So. Hang on 1 second. Quick break. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, a veces siento que tengo el mundo entero en mis manos. Lo único que tengo mis palabras, mis 2 granos. Yo no tengo amigos, tengo hermanos. Mira lo que hicimos, no fue en vano. Yeah, en muchos muebles yo dormí, con los cristales abajo en el carro. Yeah, yo me gané esto, me jodí. Ahora tengo todo como un catarro. Antes me pichaban pa' colaborar, ahora están llamando, no les voy a cobrar. Logrando todos mis sueños, me falta volar. Tanto dripeo que me voy a ahogar. Mírame ahora, yeah, mírame ahora. Diamante de mi rol y no veo la hora. Yeah, Dios, cuídame ahora de mis enemigos que se pasan de amigos. Yeah, yeah.
Bear with me, chat. Bear with me. Experiencing some technical difficulties.
Yeah, Dios, cuídame ahora de mis enemigos que se pasan de amigos. Ey, ey, mírame, de PR pero parezco un libanés. Los envidiosos preguntándome si gané, si se ve no se pregunta. Así que mira bien, nega, estamos mundial. Yeah, salí del H, todo diseñador, drip, cuidado con el bache. Yo no fallo una, están rezando que me escrache. Yo joseo, yo no duermo, parezco un mapache en Versace. Yeah, tú eres feca como tu correa. En la disco están chapeando las botellas. En el ticket sí, pero no o sea. Tú no pegas solamente gonorrea, yeah, yeah. Mírame, estoy brillando como el sol. Toma vitamina D, si quieren la cone, tírame. Yo les dije, yo les tiro ahora, ni llamé. Yo sigo tripeando los packs, estoy viviendo relax. 5 dígitos cada vez que yo voy para sax. Antes no dormía, si no eran con los snacks. Ahora solo necesito un felicito con wax. Sigo contando estos racks, 0 bultos son facts. No sé por qué no estoy preso como asesino estos tracks. La cone de tu cone, tengo de top flow DJ Max. Tu movie no salió en cine, fue directo a Cinemax.
Y'all wanna play? Well, then let's play.
Amigos que se pasan de amigos, yeah, mírame ahora. Diamante en mi rol y no veo la hora. Yeah, Dios cuídame ahora.
So yeah, so fast forward to now. I do plan on. I do plan on returning to the rink. This is very much a thing that I want to do with my life. At this point now, it's been since my last match, and I was working under a mask or under a hood, as they call it. It's been now probably like two years, maybe 3. Earlier this year, in like March, I went back to. I'm living in Miami now, and I went to Gangrel School. For anyone who's a wrestling fan, you know who Gangrel is. He has a school out here in Pompano Beach called CCW, Coastal Championship Wrestling. I went for a tryout, or not a tryout, like to basically. Yeah. Or are things not turning off? For like a I guess like a scholarship thing. You know, they were giving a 1-year scholarship to anyone who's aspiring to be a wrestler, the chance to do it and not have to pay for it. You know, so I went back. All right, I went, and they liked me a lot, but they knew that I trained before. So they're like, "You're good. You just don't. You're too good. You know, we want to give this to someone who needs to learn. You've already done this before. You just pay to be here." So I'm like, all right, whatever. So it went really well. I knew I was going to continue going. I went back the next day, and again, problems with my knee. Again, the reason why I stopped the first time was because I tore my ACL. This time, I never got it checked out, so I'm not exactly sure what it was, but I'm pretty sure it was my MCL. I just felt a pop on my knee on the inside, and then that was it. So that was the last time I've wrestled. That's the last time I've been in the ring. And yeah, fast forward, it's now December 8th, and I feel good. So I do want to get back into wrestling, to be a wrestler, because I am a wrestler. Damn it! Once you're a wrestler, you're always a wrestler. Don't forget that. And like they say never, because you know how many people have asked me, "Are you gonna come back?" Never say never. Of course I'm gonna come back. Damn. I don't know if y'all can hear my neighbors, but I'm sorry. Anyway, so fast forward to 2 days ago. 2 days ago, I drove, and again, I don't want to get too specific with certain things just because of the fact that I am a wrestler. I don't want to ruin, my journey in wrestling. It was a shit show. 1 second. The OBS lags just a little bit with trying to turn the sounds and things back on. But yeah, here we are. So I went to a show 2 days ago, and it was a completely shit show. Wrestlers are moving way too fast. I don't know if it was Randy Orton or Triple H, but one of them said, when I give advice, the thing I tell them is to slow down. And when you feel like you're going too slow, go slower. And bro, the first match of the night was a 4-way tag team match, and they were moving like 100 miles per hour, and it was not good, honestly. Like, it wasn't good at all. They were just moving a million miles an hour. It was very sloppy. They're very like pitter patter with their feet, happy feet. It just wasn't good. The second match was a lot better. The story was good. The only problem that I had, it was a male versus a female. That's not the problem that I had. The problem was that he gave her a tombstone pile driver, and she kicked out of it. And I don't. She ended up giving him one at the end of the match, and she won off of that. But it's like, why would she kick out of his, but he doesn't kick out of hers? You know, I don't think he should have hit it. I think there should have been a reversal, so that way he doesn't hit it, and then she hits him with it, and then that's it. That's the end of the match. But not everybody wants to make sense. Some people just want to get their moves in, and they want to leave it at that. Yesterday I was watching Deadline, NXT Deadline. That is wrestling. I don't mean to be a WWE shill, but WWE knows how to put on a wrestling show. They know how to put on wrestling matches. Of course, they make some mistakes, you know. Like in War Games, Nia Jax had a couple of spots that weren't necessarily the greatest spots. But they do a way better job. There's my wife. They do a way better job. It's obviously, that's the upper echelon. That's where you want to be. That's the top of the top. Of course, they're going to do an amazing job every time. Last night was NXT Deadline. Killed it. The women in NXT are the best wrestlers in the world. They're better than all the guys on every roster. And it doesn't matter if it's Raw, SmackDown, NXT, AEW, and JPW, Ring of Honor. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what. It doesn't matter what the fuck. The women of NXT are the best wrestlers. Period. And I'll die on that hill. Yeah. Oh, damn, I almost choked. So, I've been streaming at this point for an hour and 14 minutes. I just want to do a couple of reaction videos. So why not? Let's watch Botchamania, shall we? And then I'm gonna hop on a game. I don't know if I'm gonna do Call of Duty. Or I also downloaded Motorfest 2. And I haven't started that yet, so I'm not even sure how to play it. But this chatting stream is going to end. Sorry, I'm burping. This chatting stream is going to end in 45 minutes, but then I'm just going to switch over to my PS5, and then I'll continue streaming from there. So anyway, if you've been watching up to this point, I appreciate you. Thank you. I don't know what they say on Twitch. Do they do the thumbs up, subscribe, follow me, please? Once I get to 25 followers on Twitch, I'm gonna get my PC. I want to make sure that I'm doing what I need to do and doing everything right. Granted, it's nice to know that I can stream from my work laptop. But yeah, but let's head into Botchamania. I haven't watched any of these. I haven't watched one of these in a long time. Damn, I don't know how to spell. We'll just watch the latest one, which was what the hell? Botchamania 501. But is that how many they have?
Listen,
though?
you want to skip this ad.
I don't have
a
YouTube.
But what if I told you?
I'm sorry, we have to.
There's a skip ads forever button.
And skip. Okay. I just found out, by the way, Iron Mouse is Puerto Rican. I didn't know that. I was watching one of her videos recently, and she, at one point, she put like laughs in brackets, laughs in Spanish, and then twice she had like she had two different merengue songs playing. So shout out Iron Mouse.
Hi, honey. I just pour one out for salt. Why? What? No, you're fine.
You smell like dirt.
Get some help. Wake up, internet.
I stay put. I'm quitting my job and his life. Thought nothing.
Damn, I'm like.
And you would have just said you did. Holy smokes! Jeremy, are you kidding me?
Hold up. Because my video's probably loud as shit, and I'm like. Test. Let me lower this a little bit. Testing. There you go. That's cool. I hope I don't get in trouble for this. Oh.
Nice fucking model.
Alright, I missed the botch. Oh, there's one. The Psycho Clown? I believe I was on a show with him one time. I did a lot of lucha matches. Eddie Thorpe. Oh shit. Oh, that's embarrassing. He said, fuck. Lash Legend. A beast. Oh, damn. Eel. This is Jeff Hardy. Oh, that didn't go as planned. He just he just landed it on his ass twice. The Nasty Boys? Oh, I remember this. But they had a good recovery, though. Oh. Oh, shit. This is... It's, So as I mentioned, I trained at CSW. That's what this is. This is like CSW revamped. It's not the same CSW that I was training at. I mean, it is the same. It's the same company. It's just had a makeover, and it's better with the exception of this video. So what happened? He hit the light on top. Oh yeah. Oh shit. Yeah, Chicago style wrestling is where I first trained at.
Check 1, 2, 3, 4. Check.
That's coming out of their... They're not getting hot dogs for that. OVW. OVW is also not the same OVW that it was before. I am the table. been on here? See, sometimes wrestling can be whack. I'm not gonna lie. Oh wow, babe. Oh sorry. So earlier I mentioned Gringo Loco, that I was training with him. That's him on the table. Big boy. It's funny to see him on a Botchamania. Thankfully he wasn't the one who botched, but it's all good.
Solo's been he's just been quiet, watching and waiting for his perfect time to take over the. Hey, come on, man.
What was it?
But Solo waiting on his perfect time to strike and take over the family.
Well, that's me actually. I just say fuck Solo and they just look at me, and then when I go to take pictures with Jay and Jimmy, they got mad. I have pictures, they don't want to shake my hand. How they know it was him though?
1-2, Chase is coming for you.
Looking like Freddy Krueger. Oh, I guess that's the point.
The ambulance door. It's very simple, book. Shut the door. Chase is coming for you. Do you get it? Do you get it though? It's Freddy Krueger, who's he dressed as? It's Halloween Havoc. It's the theme.
They're actually a very great pairing. I like them together. I don't know if any of y'all have ever watched Freddy Krueger, or rather Nightmare on Elm Street. I have not. Or no, that's not true. I have. The one that everyone assumed that Rey Mysterio was in, but he wasn't. He debunked that rumor.
Tag team champions, the EST of WWE, Bianca Belair, and of course Cora Jade. If they keep their titles, Jade Cargill. I did that again. I did that last.
So, Cora Jade also I trained with when I went to freelance. When I rode with her, or when I had my first match in Milwaukee that we just watched, me and Cora Jade rode together. It was she, myself, and Storm Grayson. We all rode together.
If they keep their titles, Jade Cargill. I did that again. I did that last time. Thinking of watching Cora on NXT. Nonetheless, and of course Cora Jade, and of course Cora Jade, and of course Cora.
And the thing is, I'm super happy for her. Cora Jade was not introverted, but just in the ring, very shy. And you can go back to and watch matches of her as Elena Black, in AEW, and her first couple matches in NXT. Compared to where she's at now, like she's grown so much. She's killing it right now. Right now, for some reason, they have her on a losing streak. I don't know if I agree with that, but just her whole persona, the way she carries herself, like she's a superstar. She's a WWE superstar for sure. She's grown so much, and I'm super happy for her. You call him Cody. Come on, Michael.
Cora Jade and the Countdown Show. Cody here tonight at ringside. Well, it's hard. Cody, Corey, two of my best friends. What are you gonna do, right?
It makes me wonder how much, like, you see Michael Cole on. I think he's on Raw. No, Michael Cole's on SmackDown. For him to mention Cora Jade as much as he's saying her name. I wonder what his involvement is with NXT. I don't know. That's like a serious curiosity. He obviously knows who she is. Duh. But, for him to keep saying her name, like obviously like they have some sort of rapport. And that's cool to know that everyone is involved with building NXT.
Trick shot connected. Trick shot connected. This is it. Match.
Oh,
Kick out
Referee made you right.
by Ethan. And we talk about take another look. This is the trick shot. We talk about an unconventional matchup. Great job. Hold on a second. There's no rope break.
My bad.
yeah, no rope break
In this matchup, the officials
for a false count anywhere. There's not ropes everywhere.
complaining about the officials for months. Ethan Page was just saved by the official, so to speak.
Referee, he made a mistake, Vic. That's all it was.
But it's muscle memory too. It's an unconventional matchup. We don't have these every day. I just said there's only
That's
been
also
3
true.
in the history of WWE. There are no rules. It could end anywhere. There is no rope break.
They say there's only been 3.
Monitor
Oh,
hair loss and
sorry.
hair
I'm sorry, we
gains?
got ads.
With Hims, discover a range of prescription.
Did he say there's only been 3 false count anywhere matches?
That referee was trying to fuck on me.
That guy's got my logo tattooed on his arm. Yeah, I know. He's crazy. Look at him. He looks like he's from Ethiopia. Oh, that guy. That guy's got a tattoo. I can't believe it.
How does anyone get these?
On my own arm. Well, he's a stalker. What do you want? Psycho. Scared of him.
I don't understand how anyone can unearth like this kind of audio.
Film at 11.
Like, where do you find this?
Well, he's got a nice ass. Wait, hold on.
But I digress.
Cameraman, make sure you get this. You see these shoes on my feet here? Go ahead and get down.
Yeah.
These right here are the shoes of a champion. This jacket right here, shoes of a champion. So I got to tell you.
When he realized.
Wait, did I say shoes of a champion?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be on fucking Botchamania now. That women's tag match, I'm a tag team specialist. I gotta tell you, that was one hell of a women's match. And how about the appearance, the out of nowhere of? Tell us who it was.
Oh, no, dude, you're 100% right. Because this is a new era
Who was it?
for this NXT women's division.
I didn't watch this
That
one.
was the way this show started with Tony
Was it Stephanie?
D'Angelo.
Stephanie Becker? No, she. I think she was appeared on a regular episode of NXT.
The following is the first round match in the World Tag Team Championship #1 Containers Tournament.
Oh, her first day back.
And their opponents being accompanied by Dirty Dom Mysterio, the team of Raquel
Yeah, Dom was never there.
and the women's world champion, Liv.
Looking to go up top.
Oh, that was scary.
Everything may be enough though. Let's see. Able to kick out was Ivy.
Sometimes moonsaults,
Just a bit outside. He tried the corner in this.
they scare me.
Be so focused on her match coming up with Jamie Hayter that she's not even thinking about this opponent. I could be wrong.
Certainly could be a factor, no question, when you've got such a big title opportunity coming up. Wait a second.
Trying to pick up that time, Robin Renegade and Jamie Hayter. Cause it
Oh, 619.
You're thinking about Jamie Hayter.
Oh,
Penelope Ford with a drop kick. Into the corner. Turbo trying to fight his way out of the wrong corner. Staggers up.
Truth Magnum, you are beside yourself.
Yeah, Truth Magnum reaching. Reaching.
AEW refs. I just feel like they be doing too much. you know, I feel like they're too animated. It's like, chill, bro. You know, and again, I don't want to talk too much about specifics, but like, and like calling people out in promotions and whatever, but like AEW refs, they be too animated. It's like, just bro, like, just chill out. You're not like, yeah, you're a part of the show, but you're not a part of the show. You know what I'm saying? Like, just chill, play your part. I don't know if y'all saw Ricochet. Look, I'm not saying that I'm the sole purpose, bro. Then what are you saying? Chill. AEW was around long before you showed up. I get what you're trying to say. Again, I shouldn't be coming for people, but like, I get what you're trying to say, and it's not coming up. It's not. Just, I would have just never said that, because now you're gonna get heat for that from the crowd. Maybe not from wrestlers. And now Sam Irving is gonna have to deal with hearing about it from everyone. I don't think the comment was a well thought out comment. I love Ricochet. He's a great worker, but I don't think he should have said that.
We are live on TNT with Collision.
Are we live right now?
Nope. Escape that leg. Once again, those legs working. Oh, and a backstabber.
Didn't get all of it. Got some, though.
This will not be a 5-star wrestling classic. That is for sure.
Is that an insult?
Okay.
I didn't tell them.
Well, he said a wrestling classic. Like, you can give Cole a pass on that.
Maybe you could help them. The Wingari are suffering a food shortage on their world. Maybe you could use your powers to...
You know what, Talaxian? You talk too much.
You talk too much. You never shut up.
The Outrunners make it 4-on-3. And Dralichikov goes down. And goes down again. And Rouge trying to get him out of the ring, and he does.
Sloppy, bro.
And it's easy for them to talk trash right now. Now that the numbers are against them to walk out.
This is the prison. The future. Ready to fight battles.
Stockton. And on Collision.
This conversation will continue as right now.
Or God forbid Chelsea Green to be turned into a living Oscar the Grouch meme, to be mocked by the internet eternally. Yeah, I think the last time we had a dumpster match, the internet didn't even exist here in WWE.
With respect, you are wrong.
Before the internet.
Boot by Belair. I might vomit. Get off me. Belair now beats the official's count.
Roman doesn't botch.
Jimmy Uso at the last possible fraction of a second, keeping this matchup alive for his side.
1, 2, 3. No. Just a bit outside.
Yeah, he is. He's right.
Oh. Oh, I thought she was about to go into the edge of the table. I am the table.
It hurts even worse, Riccaboni, that no movement.
Uh,
Not breaking. Abaddon wants to put a beat up.
oh. Oh.
Fucking kidding.
Bro.
That's gonna be sore tomorrow. Guess I need to get up to the top floor.
Of course, it's GCW. Nobody called him. What the fuck?
Catch. Get up to the top. Regret nothing. You gotta be fucking kidding.
Bro, how many guys are there? Hang on.
That's gonna be sore tomorrow. Guess I need to get up to the top floor.
Two other wrestlers, and then looks like 2 extras.
Here, catch. Fuck.
And Richard Holiday moves out of the way. Like I feel like he kind of just, to get out of the way to protect his own self, moved out of the way and pushed the other guys out. Oh, let's watch that one more time.
Here, catch. Fuck.
Stupid. Stupid.
Impact falls on Halloween. It's going to be a special spooky episode, and we have some top-notch matches.
Also, we saw him challenge for the X Division Championship earlier on tonight. El Hijo del Vikingo will be in action this Thursday on a Halloween edition of Impact.
Good God!
Mike Bailey is he's really good.
At some point. It's so important to me that I've actually been working on it in therapy. In fact, with the help.
So that was a fucking lie. Alien trances. And then, inexplicably,
What are we doing here? Oh, damage control? Oh, they gave her the damage control banner.
it's the tough thing about facing a rangy opponent like Queen Aminata, Tony. Oh, wait a second. Inside cradle.
Oh.
Oh, look out right there.
Oh, took out her hair.
Queen Aminata looking good. Getting that better.
All over Layla Gray here.
Layla Gray and
Hey, man, this is the way it goes.
absolutely.
Queen Aminata is also a beast.
Well, obviously not.
How do you know?
Well, because the front fell off. It's a bit of a giveaway. I just like to make the point that that is not normal.
What
Oh, yeah.
moment, if you can pinpoint a moment, that if it goes another way, we don't get the swerve that we have now.
Yo, what?
Talks.
Hang on. Where did... What's his name? What's Ice Cube's son's name? Ice Cube's son's name. O'Shea. When did O'Shea get like that? Damn. Where'd that come from? Is he like playing a part? Because he doesn't always look like that.
Goes another way moment, if you can pinpoint
Damn.
a moment, that if it goes another way, we don't get the swerve that we have now.
From talks, I heard it was me and Tanahashi on a collision. Like we were going back and forth, and he was about to hit high fly flow, but he slips off.
Ooh.
And I run up and I start fighting him up. Boom, 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 and he like knocks me off and he hits me high fly flow and wins. And that was the moment Tony was like, I can trust him in anything.
That's huge.
I can trust him with anybody and anything. And that might be what saved like the New Japan
What a week for
relationship.
Splash.
It might have been.
Thank you. I gotta learn Chinese.